Kia ora e te whānau. So, I went back. Primarily, it was only to see if I was just in love with the girl's own paper, and I'm sharing that with Rochelle, that bound annual. But I thought, gosh, did I miss anything on that table? So I went back just to have a look at that. Honest. I went back yesterday as well, but we're not talking about that. But I went to the antique table, vintage and antique, and I picked up like a couple of things and I took it to the counter. I was doing very well. And then the lady said, okay, I'll add them up first and then I'll take off the 50%. And I went, what? She goes, well, they're 50% off now. So I said, okay, I'll be back. Hold those for me, please. And I went right back to the beginning of the table and had a really, really good look to see if there's anything that I had missed. So all of the prices that you see on these are half that. And $10 New Zealand is $6 US. So it's about 60 cents on the dollar. So, I mean, even these for $5. It cost me $5. Why wouldn't you pick it up? It's on canvas. So it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I did it. I spent another $80. But when you see what I've got, I know you guys. You just like me. You won't say, oh my gosh, what a waste of money. This one. And that one is paper. Oh no, that one's got that canvasy stuff as well. I guess for durability because they were used when you were on the road. I don't really know what this one is. Now, Patty, if you started watching this video, you need to turn off now. I know how much you like books. Actually, I'd love to see what you think of this lot. So, why not? Look at the price, would you? This was $2. And it is from 1915. And some of these I hadn't seen before. So you've got loads of awesome, look, there's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, look at that. But there's advertising, there's pretty little pictures that you can pick out. Look at that. So definitely picked that one up. This one, primarily I just got because look at the back. So cool. And it's got some really pretty advertising in it as well. And it's New Zealand related. So not really fussed on the rest of that, but they'll be nice book pages to use. These, I don't really know what they are. I liked the covers. And I believe they cost me $5 for 4 of them. They're not in French, they're in English. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with those. But they've got really pretty covers. And then this one was unusual. So that was down to $4. Queen Alexandra's Christmas gift book for photographs from my camera. And it's really unusual. I've never seen anything quite like it. This is such a beautiful image there. They're just paper, but won't they be perfect to use in junk journaling? And I did just look at that. I did decide to come back on and show you this because I know that when you're looking up books and things, because of the copyright, they can't take photos of them on the sales. So, like on eBay and Etsy and things. So, I figured this is probably a really good way of doing it. Oh, I feel bad about this one. To Angela from Nana, look after this. It is very rare and old. And as bad as I feel, Angela should feel a lot worse because it ended up at a Red Cross book sale. I've never even heard of this magazine, but look at that first page. And this is from 1890. And again, look at the images. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's a whole bound. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these are bound volumes of periodicals. Although, in saying that, look at that. This one, it doesn't have, like the girls' own paper, it had all the way through the title front page, so I could see what month it was. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this, but yeah, that's another one. Look, wouldn't that just make it? If I do another red one, I'm not going to say I'm not going to this time because that's what I said last time. Imagine that as a cover, and then I would just make a little mini journal to go on, so I don't have to cover that with anything. It's just beautiful, although that's not my spine size. I would have to make that work. This one for $3. That is rag paper. It's got the lines through it, and it's very thick. And that has gorgeous little images all the way through on every one of those little grey pages. Sorry, I should tell you the title of that one as well. A Book of Gardens illustrated by Margaret Waterfield. The New Zealand Girls Annual. Well, I had to get it because, you know, it was the New Zealand one. And this doesn't have a lot of images in it. It is a lot more text. But the images that are there are gorgeous. And again, this is that really thick card paper. So definitely had to get that one. Again, another one with a beautiful cover. See lots and lots of text with the odd illustration in between. And look at this cover, would you? For anyone who likes grunge. Oh, she's just yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So this is from 1829. I can't remember if that one is rag paper. It certainly feels like it. But look at the images on this one. They're just so sweet. I believe these are poems. And all the foxing on the pages, and look how aged all these edges are. Just gorgeous. This guy. So what have we got? Oh, Penny Magazine. See, I haven't heard of that one either. 1832, this one. And this, there's a few, this is definitely a lot more masculine than the other one I've got, which is probably why I think I did see it, but I didn't pick it up. But, crikey. See, there's a couple of beautiful images in there. I love the front covers. Maybe a bit of water damage. It was $5. Well, why wouldn't you? I found another copy, by the way, Patty, close your eyes, of that one. So I got it. Now this one was $50, so I paid $25 for this guy. 1883. Look at the pages. It is rag paper, and it has these beautiful images, and again I can feel the engraving plate on those, so they must be etching prints, I assume. But they've just got gorgeous. Look at them. So I'm never going to have to go book shopping again. Well, until next year. When they have the sale again, because good grief. So that one was 12 sketches of scenery and antiquities. There we go. And a couple more. How cute is this? It's Hansel and Gretel. So cute. Look at the colour of the pages. And I assume that is in German. And this guy, look at his leather cover. I could just feel that all day long. So it's handy that they do this. So this one's from 1914. He's also got beautiful gilded edge pages. But look at these images. They are just so pretty. And I thought I could, and even the text and the font, it's just yummy. Look, that says Elsie. I've already done an Elsie, but I thought I could base these beautiful portraits, put them in a frame, use them on the front cover, and they can be the ladies that I make up stories for my journals. They're few and far between in here, but the ones that are in there are just so gorgeous. Look at that one, Priscilla. So that's, oh, and there's a American Indian lady. Look at that. Isn't it just stunning? So yeah, that one was one of my faves that I picked up. I managed to get an old French book from 1893, and would you just look at the colour of those pages. No idea what it's about. Got a lovely French lady that's one of my subbies. Maybe she could tell us what what that French book is about. Oh, I got one more map as well, and that one is in those sorts of colours. And last but not least, this is another one that I've never heard of. Forget Me Not from 1901, and that is bound periodical. Is it periodical? See, that's, so this must be volume XIX. Is that 19? Awesome advertising in there. I think it was this one. That, look at that. It is this one. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I was showing Rochelle. I was like, well, there's some tablets that I need. It's so terrible. You'd never get away with saying that anymore. Oh, so that is my beautiful antique book haul. I spent $80 for all of that. Let me know in the comments what you think of that lot. And yeah, I just had to share it with you guys because you seem to really enjoy the first one that I did, and this was a lot of much older books. So until next time, have an amazing weekend. Mā te wā.